everybody, it's me, Natasha. So today I'm going to be filming a Where Have I Been video. So basically, I have been so busy this past almost year with all kinds of stuff. So to just get into it, I'm just going to break down the key factors of why I haven't been making videos and what's been going on in my life. So back last year in May of 2013, my husband got back from a 9-month deployment, and it really took a toll on our relationship, him being gone for so long. And I mean, it didn't take a toll like in bad, it's just like missing him, not having him here, and like, you know, being able to help me with Ethan, and just having a man there in general was just, it was just really stressful to not have him here, because he's my provider, my protector, all that stuff, you know, and every woman wants a man for that purpose. Last year he had came back from deployment, so I was so happy when he came back finally, and that was in May of last year. Well, pretty much June, the end of May, beginning of June. And it was nice having him back, that's for sure. After that, we put our house on the market in San Diego, because we had bought a house in San Diego, and we needed to sell it because we were moving cross country. We got our orders to Florida, and I mean, that's where I am now. We're here in Florida now. Sorry, my hands are like so white right now because I was cleaning my brushes, and it leaves like this white cast over your hands for some reason, so I have to like clean that off. Sorry. So if I look like wonky, that's why. Anyways, so we sold our house last year because the market is high right now, and it's definitely a seller's market in California, at least. I don't know about anywhere else, but in California it is. So we sold our house, and we were happy about that, to get out of that before we moved to a different state, because having to rent your house out and then finding a management company to do it, and having to pay the management company, and having to have enough money to cover your rent and everything else was just so much to handle that we were just like, no, let's just sell this. After that, we moved into military housing in San Diego, because in San Diego you don't live on a actual military base. You live like in housing, designated neighborhoods of housing that they have all over San Diego County. So we definitely moved into military housing up in Murphy Canyon, and those of you who live in San Diego and are military know what I'm talking about. So we were in Murphy Canyon since I think June or July is when we sold the house or whatever. So I think from June until December, the beginning of December, that's when the movers came and packed up our stuff and everything. So at the end of December, we were there, staying in there. And then I was also in college. I was doing 2 or 3, I think 3 classes. So I took 3 classes, and yeah, it was hectic having to do that and moving, and also because of the fact that yes, I am pregnant. I am 23 weeks today, actually, so I'll be 6 months next week. And so yeah, it was difficult doing all this stuff, being pregnant, moving, and going to school, and still having to do my wifely and motherly duties, because you know I have 2 kids and we have a dog, and it was just a mess. So after that, in December, we went and stayed with my brother for about a week and a half, and just visited and said bye to everybody. And then from there we drove cross country to North Carolina, because my husband had like a month and a half of leave, which is basically vacation. That's what they call it in the military, leave. So he had leave, and he didn't have to check into his new duty station for a month and a half. So that was nice. And so we went to North Carolina right before Christmas, because we wanted to have Christmas with my dad at his house. So we spent about 5 days driving cross country with a 3.5-year-old, a dog, and me being pregnant. And all I have to say was, it is not It is not fun. It's not fun at all. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just fly across. If I could do it over, I would definitely have just flown. So we went there. We got there right before Christmas. And yeah, so we pretty much just stayed at my dad's house from, I think, December 18th or 19th, something like that, until January 8th. Yes, no. January 7th. We left his house January 7th, and we drove down to Florida from North Carolina, which is only like a 10.5-hour drive, so it wasn't that bad. It's not as bad as driving 30 hours or 34 hours, however long it was, from San Diego to North Carolina. That was, it was bad. It was just too much, okay? So now we are here in Florida, and we are living on base, in base housing. It's the first time I've ever lived on a actual military base, in military housing on a base. Because when I met my husband, we had, he was stationed at Fort Bragg at the time in North Carolina. That's where obviously we met. And we had an apartment about 40 minutes from Fort Bragg, out on the outskirts of Fayetteville, basically, North Carolina, where my dad lives. So we got an apartment out there, and we liked it out there a lot better. It was just nicer, because Fayetteville can be pretty ghetto, and so is Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg isn't the nicest of bases, okay? And he was in a joint command over there, so, you know, it was my first time ever on an Army base, I guess you could say, because he is Navy, and yeah, so it was different getting to know Navy and Army at the same time, because everywhere he's been, it's always been joint commands, except for San Diego. San Diego, he was obviously in a naval command. I'm not gonna say what it is, but he was in a naval command. So yeah, that was my first time really just, you know, being involved with just Navy, which was nice. I liked that. And anyways, we are now on another joint command. So I have to learn Air Force terms, because I don't know anything Air Force. So I'm learning all of like the Air Force terms and, you know, just all that stuff. So we've only been here for less than 2 weeks, and so far we both love Florida. It is so different than anywhere I've ever been. I don't have any family or friends here, so it's definitely weird being like literally on my own for the first time without anybody here to help us with the kids, help us with the new baby coming, like being a support system, I guess. I don't have one yet, so that is very, very, very difficult. So I'm gonna be trying to meet like some of the wives here on base and getting to know them, and, you know, just trying to make a good system with getting to know people and support system and all that stuff. And we've had to buy everything brand new in our house because, well, except for like some of the furniture, but pretty much all of like the toiletries, the cleaning supplies, the dishes, the utensils, the cooking stuff, spices, food, bathroom stuff, like decorations, oh god, just so much stuff. Even more furniture, because we basically have found out that we do need a lot more furniture, because we are in a 4-bedroom here, and we were used to living in 2 and 3 bedrooms, 3-bedroom homes. So having an extra room, whew, there's just so much more to clean. And that, you know, there's 3 bathrooms in my home, so that's gotta, you know, buy decorations for 3 bathrooms. This house is just so huge. Like, I wouldn't expect a military house or military housing to be as big as this is, but it is humongous. I'm in my husband's man cave. So this is like his office / man cave, and I don't know if you guys can see, but all of his stuff is already hanging up, and his little futon. Then he's gonna put a TV over in that area over there in the corner, so it's gonna be like his legit man cave. Anyways, so yeah, we are loving living on base, because we are literally right on the ocean. Like, I can walk less like half a block down the road, excuse me, and there is the ocean, like right there. And it's just insane. Like I've never lived that close to the ocean before. So it's really, really nice. We both love where we are right now in Florida, and we love Florida. The Floridians are so nice. Like they're not stuck up. They're so nice, and we just really, really, really enjoy it here. The weather is different. I have to get used to the weather because it is so humid here, which I'm not used to. I'm not used to humidity. Not since I left North Carolina, which was like almost 4 years ago. So definitely not used to the humidity. So I had to get used to that again. But the weather is wonky. It's like it gets down to 60 degrees and then it goes all the way up to like 87, almost 90 degrees the next day, and it's humid, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is weird and wonky. I start my new semester of classes tomorrow, so I'm gonna be busy again, but I hope to not be too busy now that we're settled in, and I know we're gonna be here for 3 years at least. I can relax and focus more on filming and, you know, school and just everything that I want to do, pretty much. Focus more on my family, and I don't know. I'm just really super excited of being here in Florida. It's just somewhere new, and I'm just so excited for a change and just new surroundings, a place I've never been before, and I never would have thought I would have ever gone to Florida, but hey, I'm here, so I'm loving it, and it's different, and yeah, so that is pretty much all I've been up to, you guys, and I'm sorry I haven't been on for almost a year, and I apologize. My baby's due in May, so I probably won't have a lot of time for the first month or two to be filming a whole bunch, maybe like 1 or 2 videos, so I'll apologize ahead of time, but yeah, so welcome back to my channel, I guess, and I guess I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!